Well, we ended the regular season here last season, and now this season it is much earlier. We welcome you to Watkins Glen International in New York. We are about to see a great race from the Glen. Who's going to win the Google Pixel 25 at the Glen? Let's go trackside. Race fans, if you're able to, please rise and remove your hats for the playing of the Canadian National Anthem. Race fans, please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem of the United States. Race fans, it's time to race fans, it's time to see where your favorite drivers are starting here from the Glen. Starting in 31st, driving in the 16, it's Cam Reich. Starting in 30th, driving in the 14. His name is Kellen Sheff. He won earlier this year at Kern County. Driving in the 55, starting 29th, it's Grady Broughton. Starting 28th, driving in the 18, Bryce Pax. Starting 27th, driving in the 70, Garrett Irwin. Starting in 26th, driving in the 12, Jackson Hartman. Starting in 25th, driving in the 33, it's Riley Poindexter. Starting in 24th, flipped over in practice on pit road, driving in the 32, Carter Stockton. Starting in 23rd, driving in the 15, Nick Green. Starting in 22nd, driving in the 47, Rodrigo Patino Romo. Starting in 21st, driving in the number 27, her name is Kinsey Arnett. Starting in 20th, driving in the 21, it's Ryan Calloway. Starting in 19th, last week's winner at the Brickyard in the 24, Bailey Winstead. Starting 18th, driving in the number 3, it is Brayton Mills. Starting in 17th, driving in the 44, it's Jerome Lomax. Starting in 16th, driving in the 50, it's Aaliyah Dean. Starting 15th, driving in the 74, it's Cohen Moore. Driving in 14th, starting in the 51, it's Leo Hyob. Starting 13th, in the number 2, it's Nolan Farley. Starting 12th, driving in the 82, Grant Irwin. Starting 11th, driving in the 29, Boston Matthews. Now, your top 10 starters. Starting 10th, driving in the number 1, last year's champion, Austin Horner. Starting in 9th, driving in the 63, Allie Brossman. Starting in 8th, driving in the 9, Lily Horner. Starting in 7th, driving in the 17, Penn Pearson. Starting in 6th, driving in the 22 for the rest of the year, it's Maya Dimmick. Starting in 5th, driving in the 4, it's Paige Soper. Starting 4th, driving in the 66, it's Quentin Sheff. Starting in 3rd, driving in the 19, it's David Loudon. Starting in 2nd, driving in the 77, Nate Rowell. And on the pole, driving in the 11, it's Luke Dockery. David Loudon looking for his 2nd career win and his 2nd win of the year. He won earlier at the Texas Road Course, and he's trying to win at yet another road course. And may I remind you, he had speed here last year before he got wrecked by Luke Clark. We are going standing. We are going standing starts from the road courses. We are underway here from Watkins Glen. We are underway at the Glen from the standing starts, and that could cause a lot more chaos at some of the other road courses. Here we go, already about to be 3 wide for the lead. Loudon looking to make it 3 wide. Look at Soper on the move. Nate Rowell is there. Soper side by side with the 16. We could see a big wreck out of the S's today. Contact made between them. David Loudon, are you kidding me? Trying to take the lead, but he couldn't. What a start for Loudon. But Nate Rowell has the lead. Dockery losing 2 spots on the start of the race. Just like last year, there were 25 laps in this one. Side-by-side racing, contact made between Horner and Irwin. Irwin gets pinched down low by Austin Horner. Back onto the front stretch. The 77 will lead the first lap. And it's an evening race here from the Glen. That's why there's more shadows. The 6 p.m. start time. And the sun is still out, but the sun is still the sun is still out, but it might go down before the race ends. Here comes the 19. Great run to the bottom. Loudon wants the lead. Dockery there. He wants 2nd now. But he's not going to be able to take it away. And just like last year, David Loudon is up front here at the Glen. This might be one of his best tracks this season. That 19, this might be one of his best tracks in his career. The 19 is usually quick here. Quick last year, quick this year. David Loudon is about to lead yet another lap at the Glen. Out of turn 7. Loudon will lead at the Glen once again. Here comes Nate Rowell to the bottom. He wants the lead, and it's contact maybe between them, but he can't take it away. and the crowd is on their feet here at the Glen. David Loudon has always has entering this year. Loudon was a fan favorite after getting wrecked by Luke Clark last year here. And you can see it, the 19 pulling in a lot more fans now as he continues to lead at the Glen. Next time by, we will ride along with him. He has the bumper cam, and it will be a good view. I mean, the 77 has bumper cam, and it will be a good view. Let's go back here. The bound behind them. How about Dimmick up to 8th? Willie Horner trying to move forward. But we're about to go on board with the 77 for a full lap. I know, I was just a bit early there. Here we go, a full lap, right along with the 77 of Nate Rao. He has the bumper cam. For the S's, we will see him get a great run. Great run by the 77 through the S's. He's there. And he goes low. Good run by Nate Rao. Great run. He wants that lead. Goes to the grass, but he's not able to take the lead back. The 19 retakes the lead. The sun is in your eyes, exiting the carousel into turn 6 as well. The sun is in this half of the racetrack. You can't see because the sun is glaring right into your eyes. Then when they get back onto the front straightaway, they can see clearly. That was a full lap around the Glen with the 77. Now we finally get to see the battle with the aerial view. Here is a 19. Loudon trying to win here at the Glen. Started 3rd, and he is already fast. Remember, there are mandatory pit stops here this afternoon. The 77 sideways. Here comes the 11. And the 77 still sideways. Still cannot take the lead. The 50 and 24 side by side. Winstead losing ground. Bailey Winstead, last week's winner. Not as fast today. How about Brayton Mills in 19th? Remember, he still might be inside the top 5 after the race with the mandatory pit stops. Here comes the 77. Nate Rao had a run, couldn't take the lead. 20 laps of racing left at the Glen. David Loudon leads in the 19. If you want to see a good view of the racetrack next time by, we will be right along with this car, the 9. She has visor cam. She has a helmet slash visor cam, and that will be a good view. The 77, oh, perfect through the S's. Good run by Nate Rao to the inside. It's side by side for the lead. Rao there, still cannot take the lead back. The 4. Paige Soper has had a lot of speed in the past few weeks, and yet the pit tragedy has sucked. Well, it's the Pat Green Motorsports like pit tragedy, so what do you expect? Right now, the 19 leads it. 9 is there. The 19 will lead this lap once again. Visor cam time to see how hard it is to drive here behind the wheel of a race car. You're riding along with rookie Willie Horner. And she's done good lately as well. I'm not seeing any wrecks. Let's take a look at the battle up front. No lead change yet. It's still side by side. I think Nate Round just took the lead away from David Loudon. It's still a good battle up front. Right now we are right along with 9. You can see they have to shift through these corners. There goes the 9. Let's go back up front. Loudon still leads, but we saw a good battle through the windshield of the 9. And that's one of the bad parts about being deep in the field. You can't see the full battle up front, but you can hear the full battle through the spotters. Here comes the 77. Nate Rao is there. Rao. Outside, inside, sideways. And he wants the lead. Trying to outbreak the 19. They make contact. And the 19 keeps the lead. Great run by the 19, David Loudon. He continues to lead at the GLEN. Aaliyah Dean won this race last year. Can she go back-to-back at the GLEN? Here we go. David Loudon looking for win number 2 on the year. Trying to become the first multi-time winner this season. Jerome Lomax did that last year. Loudon out of 7. He is continuing to lead at the GLEN on lap 9. Looks like that we are finally seeing some pit stops. Grant Irwin is on pit road. The first mandatory pit stop is being completed, and this could actually help him out. And it's Grant Irwin through the S's. Look at the 77. Another great run through the S's. Is he going to be able to complete the pass this time? Still side by side. Yes, he is. Nate Rao finally up front on lap 9. He is finally able to retake the lead. Nate Rao retakes the lead from David Loudon. And here we go, folks. For turn 6, Nate Rao and Loudon 1 and 2. The 77 still leading. Across the line, Nate Rao is going to continue to lead at the GLEN. Loudon there. We have another pit stop. This time more deep in the field. It's the 18 and the 27 making their pit stops. Here comes the 19, way up high, going way down low. Dre run for David Loudon. They make contact. Here comes Dockery. Dockery with a good run. Still there, but it's still Nate Rao who leads. Well, folks, 10 laps in. We are about to have a short break here from the GLEN, and we will ride along with the 19. He has a roof can. 6 laps of racing left at the GLEN. Paige Soper leads. But right now, Austin Horner is in a league of his own. He might be able to win at the GLEN. Soper pits. So does Winstead. But here comes Matthews. 6 laps of racing to go. Not 7 anymore. About the 44 there as well. Here comes the one of Austin Horner. Can he get his first win of the year? Horner, last year's champion, and he is already quick. The 50 there, battling with the 29. Some damage already on the 50. Aaliyah Dean, last year's winner here, to the lead at the GLEN. This time by, they will take 5 laps to go. And if you think Horner has this win all said and done, don't count out the 19. Aaliyah Dean has the lead for the first time today, and she won this race last year. Dean through the final corner hits, but Dry Lomax does not. And for the first time in a while, Lomax is going to lead 5 laps remaining at the GLEN. There are these corners. It's still a 1 second advantage. Let's see who's in last. Bryce Pax is in last. Lily Horner is not having a good race right now. And how about the 77? Horrible pit stop way down in the back. Here comes a 44. They're in second, but we have the lead change. It's the 21. Ryan Calloway has the lead at the GLEN with 5 laps to go. You can see it in the background. The 19 closing in on the 1. We have a battle for the ages for the win. You can see it, the 44 getting slower. Now the 19 is running down the 1. It's going to get good. The 21 and 44 pit, which means the 1 and 19 will finally be able to take the lead. It's going to be a battle between Horner and Loudon. David Loudon, Austin Horner, through the final corner. 4 laps of racing left at the GLEN. Austin Horner leads. But for how long? Loudon is there. The Austin Horner almost won at Sonoma last year. Almost got the checkered flag in front of Pat Green at Sonoma, but then her win got taken away, so Horner ended up winning that one. And then what happened in the championship was history. Austin Horner won the championship. And you can see it, no struggles out of the 19. David Loudon looking for win number 2. And if he wins this, he will automatically put himself in the talk to win the championship. David Loudon was good here last year until he got wrecked by Luke Clark. You can see everybody in the stands not sitting down. 3 laps of racing left at the GLEN. It's a battle between Horner and Loudon. And if the top 2 continue to race each other like this, Grant Irwin will be there to maybe take the win away. Austin Horner has the lead. And is he gonna win it here? Horner inside. Inside now goes Loudon. He wants the lead. Contact made. Horner keeps the lead and he runs through the grass. Quentin Chef wants to steal a win here from Watkins Glen. Great racing this season at the Glen. Here comes the 19 to the bottom. He wants another win. Coming to 2 laps of racing left. We have 2 laps to go from Watkins Glen International. Here comes the 19 to the bottom. The 19 is there. You can see it. Folks, we have not seen a Quentin Chef win all year. Can he do it this year? He is there. If the top 2 make enough contact, or if the 19 wrecks, then the 66 will be there. Here comes Quentin Chef. Chef wants the lead. Here comes Loudon. David Loudon to the lead. 2 laps to go. And this is best case scenario for everybody who is trying to make it in, who will not be able to make it in with the win at the end of the year. This is best case scenario for those who have enough points to make it in at the end of the regular season. Remember, this is not the end of the regular season. We still have a bunch of races left. And next week we go to Sonoma. The 19 final lap at the Glen. Horner down to the inside. Can't get the run. Lily Horner, his sister, back down in 28th. David Loudon won at the Texas Road Course, and he was so good there. And yes, I said road course, the Texas Roval. That was not a normal road course, but this is. Horner to the inside. He wants the lead. Horner and Loudon side by side. Austin Horner takes the lead back. Horner through the carousel. It's the last lap pass. And this is not best case scenario. We are going to see another new winner this year unless the 19 says something about it. It's too little too late for David Loudon. And for the first time since he won the championship last year, he's already off to a good start. Austin Horner will win at the Glen. Austin Horner, champion a year ago, is going to walk himself back into the championship race as he looks to become the next superstar in the league. He wins his second career race. Technically his second career race, but it's really his third career win. He won the championship last year. David Loudon gets second, and I know one thing for sure. He's going to say, I love this racetrack. Austin Horner wins at the Glen.